Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at a method that can potentially generate millions of aUEC per hour when executed correctly, even without exceptional luck. It requires no upfront cargo investment, no refinery waiting times, and it doesn't rely on traditional trade routes. Technically, it starts as a salvage mission, but it won't be approached as a salvage activity at all. If you're interested in practical guides and in-depth analysis of Star Citizen mechanics, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Let's start with the setup. The mission to look for is in the unverified tab of the Mobiglass, specifically one of the 20,000 aUEC salvage missions that provides the location of a disabled ship. These missions typically involve large vessels such as Crusader Hercules variants, sometimes a MiSC Starfarer, and occasionally other high-capacity ships. Based on my testing, the 20K missions appeared consistently only near Hurston. Around Crusader, only a 5K mission with a small ship appeared, which is not suitable for this strategy. Around Microtech, no 20K missions appeared at all. Therefore, relocate to Hurston if the contracts are not visible. Most of the time, the missions will send players to the moons of Hurston, which keeps travel time short. Occasionally, the destination may be on the moons of Crusader, but this is less frequent. A tractor beam is required. Without it, this method cannot be executed. Even though this is labeled as a salvage contract, do not bring a salvage ship. Instead, bring the ship with the largest cargo capacity available. A C2 Hercules is ideal, but any high-capacity cargo ship works. The reason becomes clear once the target is reached. After accepting the mission, travel to the target location, approach the disabled vessel and perform a scan. Instead of finding an empty hull waiting to be scraped for RMC and construction materials, the ship will often contain cargo, sometimes moderate amounts, and occasionally very significant quantities. The cargo composition is completely random, although it's often made up of the same types of materials, just in different quantities each time. Some missions will be average, some underwhelming, and occasionally one will contain extremely valuable commodities. Even in average scenarios, the full process from accepting the first mission to completing the final sale can remain very efficient. For example, after chaining 3 missions and filling the cargo hold before heading to sell, the entire cycle took just over 40 minutes and resulted in approximately 1.8 million aUEC in profit. This makes it realistic to generate very strong hourly returns when executed efficiently. When transferring cargo, prioritize efficiency. Focus on crates that are at least 4 SU, ideally 8 SU or larger. Avoid wasting time moving 1 SU crates unless there's nothing else worth taking or the box contains a particularly valuable commodity. The strength of this method lies in time optimization, and micromanaging small crates reduces profit per minute. There is usually a 30-minute window before the mission expires, which is more than enough when prioritizing correctly. After transferring valuable cargo, destroying the disabled ship to complete the mission is optional. There's no extra reward for completing the mission. The 20,000 aUEC is simply the cost of accessing the information. Destroying the disabled ship is only required if you want to close the contract in your journal. Keep in mind that these are unverified, illegal missions, so selling location must be chosen carefully if you filled your ship with illegal cargo. Do not travel to sell after every single mission. Instead, continue accepting 20K missions and keep transferring cargo until the cargo hold is full. If 2 strong loot rolls are found consecutively, only 2 missions may be needed. If the cargo is average, 3 or 4 missions may be required. Maximizing each selling trip is critical. Traveling, landing, storing the ship and selling takes time, so filling the cargo hold first significantly increases overall hourly efficiency. For legal commodities, L1 is generally more profitable and offers better margins. However, if illegal materials are included in the cargo and everything is being taken, then Grimex is the safer option. Although it pays slightly less overall, it accepts nearly all commodities, including a lot of restricted goods. Choose the selling location based on the type of the cargo acquired. The strength of this method lies in the combination of low upfront risk and high upside potential. No capital is invested in purchasing commodities other than the initial 20,000 aUEC required to access the mission. There are no refinery timers. There is no reliance on predictable trade routes. This approach extracts value from salvage contracts in a different and maybe more efficient way than the intended RMC and CM loop. In a lucky run, I found a disabled ship that contained nearly 300 SCU of medical supplies alone, resulting in approximately 2 million aUEC in a single 25-minute run. Results depend entirely on randomness. Not every mission will produce extreme payouts. However, because the missions are often close to Hurston and can be chained efficiently, the overall hourly potential becomes very attractive. To summarize, here are the key points. If 20k missions do not appear, relocate to Hurston. Around Crusader, only smaller 5k missions may appear, and around Microtech no suitable contracts may be available. Most missions will send players to Hurston's moons, minimizing travel time, though occasional Crusader destinations are possible. Only accept missions involving large ships. If a mission references a small vessel like our RMC constellation, skip it. Focus on Hercules variants and other high-capacity ships. Bring the largest cargo ship available. Bring a tractor beam. Prioritize 4-8 SCU crates or larger. Chain missions until the cargo hold is full, then sell everything in one trip. Adapt the selling location depending on whether the cargo is illegal or legal. At the moment, in version 4.6, this method is highly effective. Whether it remains unchanged in future patches is uncertain, but currently it offers one of the most interesting ways to generate potentially massive profits without heavy investment. If you decide to try it, let me know in the comments what your best cargo roll was. I'm genuinely curious how crazy it can get across different rounds. If you found this guide useful, make sure to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss future Star Citizen strategies. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.